We all get those suspicious emails, right? And we all like to think we're way too smart to ever fall for them. But what if the game has completely changed? Today, we're going to dive into a whole new wave of scams that are designed to target our psychology, not just our tech. By the end of this, you'll know exactly how to see them coming before you even think about clicking.
So just how big of a problem are we talking about here? Well, let's start with a number that'll make you sit up. Since just 2022, phishing attempts have shot up by over 4,000%. A huge part of that is thanks to AI tools that can now write perfectly convincing fake messages. This isn't just a little wave, it's a full-on tsunami.
Now, what's really fascinating about this whole thing is that technology isn't even the weakest link anymore. We are. Think about that. Over 2/3 of data breaches happen because of a human element. This means the bad guys aren't just trying to smash through firewalls. No, they're trying to trick you. They're exploiting your totally natural human instincts, things like fear, curiosity, and especially trust.
And the difference between the old phishing and the new stuff? It's just staggering. I mean, forget those classic Nigerian prince emails that were riddled with typos. Today's phishing is slick, it's flawless, it's impersonating brands you know and trust, like Microsoft or your bank. And instead of directly asking for money, it creates this intense feeling of panic or urgency to get you to act without thinking. It's designed to blend right into the chaos of your workday.
All right, so let's pop the hood and look at their playbook. The first type of scam we're going to break down is all about hitting our emotional hot buttons. Specifically our fear of getting hacked and our curiosity about what other people are saying about us.
So this first tactic is what I like to call the panic button. It's a fake security alert, and it's usually pretending to be from your multi-factor authentication app or maybe your IT department. The entire thing is engineered to make you feel like your account is under attack this very second, so that you'll react first and think later.
And here is a perfect example. You see a message like this, and your heart just leaps into your throat, right? An unknown login. From another country? The language is deliberately chosen to trigger anxiety and make you just smash that secure your account button. And of course, that button leads directly to a fake login page where they can steal your credentials.
So, how do you break the spell? The single most important thing you can do is just pause. Seriously, that feeling of panic is exactly what they're counting on. So instead of clicking anything in that email, go verify the alert through a channel you already know and trust. Open your security app directly on your phone or give your IT department a call. That one little step completely diffuses the entire trap.
Okay, so if fear doesn't work on you, the attackers will just appeal to a totally different emotion, your ego. This is the ego bait scam, and it uses fake notifications from sites like LinkedIn to play on our natural curiosity and, let's be honest, our professional pride.
Just imagine getting this in your inbox. It's flattering, right? It's intriguing. You immediately want to know what they said. That view post button is incredibly tempting. But you guessed it, it's a trap, and it's designed to lead you to a phony login page to steal your social media password. The defense against this one is so simple. Whenever you get an email notification like this, just build the habit of never clicking the link inside the email. Instead, just open the app or the website directly. If the mention is real, it'll be sitting right there waiting for you. This one small change in your habits makes you pretty much immune to this trick. All right, the next type of scam is even more devious because it hides in plain sight. It's disguised as one of those boring, routine messages you might get from your own company's IT department. This is what I call the routine trap. It's an email that looks completely harmless, a notice that your mailbox is almost full or that a few messages have been quarantined. And because it seems so mundane, our guard is way down. We see these kinds of emails all the time. But look closely at the language here. This example uses a really short deadline to create a false sense of urgency. The fear of maybe losing an important email makes you want to click Review Messages right away, without really thinking about where that link is actually taking you. So what's the countermove here? Well, you should always be a little suspicious of messages that threaten to delete something. And here's a fantastic little trick. Just hover your mouse over any link, but don't click. Your computer will show you the real web address it's trying to send you to. If that address looks weird or unfamiliar, congrats, you've just spotted the trap. Okay, now we're getting to the most targeted and often the most damaging form of phishing there is, business email compromise. You might also know it as CEO fraud. This is the really high-stakes stuff. And when I say high stakes, I mean it. The average financial loss for a company that falls for one of these scams is $150,000.
This isn't about stealing a password anymore. This is about tricking good employees into wiring huge sums of money directly to criminals.
And this is pretty much what it looks like. An urgent, kinda secretive email that seems to be coming from an executive. It plays on so many psychological triggers at once. There's authority, because it's your boss. There's urgency, because it has to be done today. And then there's secrecy, which is really just their way of telling you not to check with anyone else who might spot the scam.
There is one non-negotiable defense against this kind of attack. You absolutely must verify the request using a different method. If you get an urgent financial request by email, just pick up the phone and call that person on a number you already know is real. We call this out-of-band verification, and it stops these scams cold. A real boss will appreciate your diligence. A scammer's entire plan just falls apart. So, we've seen the threats, and I know it can feel a little overwhelming, but now let's talk about the solution. And the good news is, the best defense is something every single organization already has. It's people. This is all about building what we call a human firewall. The human firewall is a really simple but powerful idea. It's when every single employee is educated and vigilant enough that they act as a living, breathing security sensor. You see, the goal isn't to make everyone paranoid. It's about building better security instincts so we can all catch those sophisticated threats that the automated filters might miss.
And it all comes down to this really simple 3-step defense that works for any suspicious message. First, you pause. Fight that emotional urge to react immediately. Second, you verify. Use a completely separate channel, like a phone call or a messaging app, to confirm if the request is real. And third, you report. Let your security team know about it so you can help protect everyone else. That's it. Pause, verify, report.
So, the next time that urgent, unexpected email lands in your inbox, you'll be ready. You'll have the tools to pause, to question, and to verify. The question isn't whether the attackers will try again. Oh, they will. The real question is, will you be the one to stop them?